I decided to volunteer my time at a retirement home. It was something my grandmother encouraged me to do. I didn't think I'd get so attached to the people there. In fact, I actually kind of hated it for the first month or two. I didn't like the smells. I didn't like their complaints. I didn't like being there and not getting paid, and those are the things I worried about then. And then I met Edith, and I met Rob, and I met Phyllis, and Frank. I met all these wonderful, wonderful people, human beings that had these rich life stories to tell me, and they were full of these stories and wisdom that I never could have anticipated. And it was lovely listening to them. And I felt like I could spend the rest of my days just sitting there listening to their stories and enjoying their company. And they enjoyed mine because I gave them compassion and I cared, and I laughed at their stories, and they loved that. They really loved that. And so we became friends, and I loved volunteering there. And so eventually I began to work there, and I got a job there, and it was great. It was great until last April. Something horrific happened, and it changed my life. It changed everyone's lives who were there. There was a terrible rape and murder, and it's still shocking to even bring it up, to hear it in the news, to read it in the paper, to talk to the people who were there. Somebody was able to break in. They never caught the guy, the coward. He raped Phyllis. She was 87 years old. He raped her and he stabbed her to death in the middle of the night, and nobody heard anything. Nobody heard screams. It was a major security breach. It was a breach of everyone's sense of security. And I felt terrible. I felt responsible in a lot of ways, and I quit. I didn't want to work there anymore. I became jaded. Phyllis was my favorite. She was like my own grandmother. She gave me a lot of good advice. She was a wonderful person. She deserved so much better than that. Nobody deserves to go out like that. And that's my story. They haven't caught him yet, and I'm angry. I'm frustrated. I'm sad. And I don't know what to do. People tell me I shouldn't have quit, that I should be there helping to support everyone who's decided to stay. And maybe I'm just not strong enough. Maybe I'm the coward.